Yes. Okay. Dia dia.
Ya ada yang belum.
I cannot believe that he's going into the ambulance. I could just now when you tried to carry him, I could hear him scream in the lift.
Okay.
Shahmeez, you did it wrong just now.
What do you mean?
So you put him on the shoulder.
Oh.
Okay.
So how I drive to the hospital or what?
You can follow me ambulance, kan? Boleh?
Ya boleh.
Boleh ya? Boleh ya.
Then if you go,
My phone, my wallet.
Your phone, your
Just in case
wallet.
bring my vape also.
You can't even go outside. What do you want to vape?
Yeah, okay.
bang fit di sini.
In case tak apa kan?
Important one.
Okay, I got your phone, your wallet down there.
Then later how you gonna drive back?
Grab first lah, no problem.
I will think about it. I will think about it.
Tarik
About it.
saya.
I don't know.
Why don't we just follow her to the hospital? One of them follow me lah, easier.
Okay, boleh eh? Okay, one,
And then
two,
I do what? Oh, wait
Oh, I go.
You want to go in the ambulance?
With the camera lah.
Can I drive my car?
better.
Okay.
Saya rasa better lah sebab kalau tak ada apa-apa you nak balik senang.
Okay.
Takut kalau you follow dengan ambulance nanti susah pula.
Okay, I drive my car.
Tapi tak apa, sekali je kita tak apa.
That's my wallet lah.
In my okay.
Okay.
In the pocket.
You got to take over your phone out.
Oh. Traffic jam.
State of our home, everything had to be removed and brought in because of the thing, whatever it's called, that stretch thing that came to take Shahmeez to the hospital in the ambulance. Then we'll clean this up later. So, Daddy's in the hospital, isn't he? You okay? I need to pick her up.
I get so sleep.
I had to pick her up because she was so tired. She didn't get
Can
milk
I have
today.
milk?
Yeah, milk, yeah. I thought it was best to let her come home and sleep. We were quite lucky that my Shahmeez's parents were able to get them from school and see to them today. She's gonna come home in a minute, okay?
Because you bring Grandma house?
No. So I basically went and tried and get a bunch of stuff sorted today, and it was actually really quite rubbish. It's so difficult right now because of all the SOPs, and while he was in ER, one person could still go and see him. One person could still go and be with him, but once he goes up to the ward, then you can't go up. No visitors are allowed. So that was difficult, wasn't it? Yeah. So we had to like rush up and down yesterday to like figure out what he needed, what needed to be done, what was going on. Isn't it? You want to say goodnight? Do you want to read a book? Do you want to read a book? What do you want? Elmo? I'm just gonna put her to bed first.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel
Go back.
Yeah, she's back.
Now she can go home. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
more than I would like to admit. Let's
Bye. Bye, Tata. You driving the car?
Kuka.
You're in the car. Are you driving? You gonna drive?
Kuka.
You are in a car.
Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah, you're gonna get daddy?
Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy.
I love to drive the car now. So
Daddy.
sometimes I just let him sit in the car so he can
Daddy.
pretend to drive. Shahmeez comes home today, which is yay, right? Daddy's coming home today. Just such a relief, right? That it's nothing more serious than what it is. He had a slip disc, not like a severe one, and they had to just do like a little bit of a procedure yesterday, so he had to be admitted in the hospital. And because he couldn't stand or sit, we actually had to get the ambulance to come. So it was a Sunday and we were gonna go to my parents' place because it was my father's birthday, and he said to me that his back was painful and he was gonna have he was gonna take a painkiller and rest. Yes. And so I was like, okay, fine, I'll take the kids first. And I brought them to my mom's. Yeah, mom, where? Ma? Okay. So when we were there, he sent me a message and it's like, it's really too painful. I think I need to go to hospital. So I'm like, okay, fine. I was on the way back and he's like, I can't walk, I can't stand, it hurts too much. So I had to call my cousins and they came over to help me. And when they tried to help him get up, he couldn't stand. So they couldn't even get him to the car. And then we had to get the ambulance, and it was so like dramatic because then my management was calling me and they were like, is it COVID? And we were like, no, but like even if it was COVID, like you'd still have to let them in and like take him, right? But yeah, so then he was in the hospital and it was actually quite a disappointing experience altogether, because before we knew what it was, when he was waiting to get like his scans and everything, I asked the nurse like, would someone be able to accompany him in the hospital? And she was like, yeah, you just have to take a COVID test and then after that you can't leave the hospital. So I was like, okay. And then I had to go and settle the kids because they were with my mom and stuff, so I had to bring them back, pack that, like, you know, get them and then send them home and then rush back to the hospital to like give Shahmeez all his things. Like luckily his parents were able to see the girls, like the kids, and they were around one day. They were around and they managed the kids like yesterday and even today. So today I'm gonna have to get him from the hospital and everything. So he's going to his grandparents in a while. So yeah, so we're actually just killing time so that I don't have to send him off too early. So that's why I'm letting him play in the car, like do whatever he wants to do. We just went for a walk, and yesterday I was supposed to go and accompany him in the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and when I got there, oh, are you alright? Excuse you, are you alright? Oh. So when I got to the hospital, then they said like I had to take a PCR COVID test and it couldn't go up until the results came out, which would have been today morning. So then it was like so I was a bit disappointed because when I asked the nurse the day before, she was like, oh, you just have to take a COVID test and then you can go up. But she wasn't clear that I had to take the COVID test and wait for the results, which to be honest was more logical. I just didn't think about it because, you know, we've never been in this situation before. So yeah, so that was a bit upsetting and a little bit stressful, but yeah. And in the end, we when we were talking about it anyway, we had decided that I wasn't going to stay because we thought it was best that I come home, be with the kids. But you know, we figured like at least if I get the COVID test, I could just go like chill out with him for a little while. But yeah, that wasn't the case. So shall we go? You want to go? So wait, don't put it in your mouth. Stop. So excited, we're gonna see Daddy. Are we gonna see Daddy today? Daddy!
Daddy.
Yay! What the car?
Car.
What sound the elephant make?
Papa.
What? The elephant?
Papa.
Elephant go how? Aww, bye! Okay, so I'm gonna drop him off now.
Mama.
You mama?
Mama.
I'm sorry, I forgot your slippers.